Hi everyone, this is DinoSasha here and welcome back to another review. Today we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Safari Ltd 2020 Warthog. Now Warthog, or Phacochorus, is a genus of family of Suidae, commonly others as warthogs. They are pigs who live in the open and semi-open habitats, even as quiet as regions in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, the species known from that contains only two species, the common warthog and the desert warthog. Now, all of the species might come from shapes and sizes. To classify all of the species of warthogs may come up with the common warthog. Now, the common warthog is a wild member of the pig family found in grassland, savanna, and woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa. It only contains only four species: northern warthog, Anatolian warthog, Central African warthog, and southern warthog. Now, as for the desert warthog, only contains of the different situations. Now, the desert warthog is a species of even-toed ungulate in the pig family that lived in northern Kenya and Somalia. Now, they're also called a Somali warthog, and the other was a Cape warthog that went extinct in 1865. Now, the size is only about 125 centimeters, 49 inches, and weighed over 75 kilograms or 165 pounds. Warthogs are among the species of pigs that might live in Africa, because unlike the wild boars, which is a much hairy and more regular as a pig, warthogs have different in the opinion. It has pointy things on its face and has some curved tusks. Only the males and females have them, since wild boars only have the tusks for males. Their omnivores mainly eat anything from plants to meat, and they only have natural enemies are lions, hyenas, and of course lions. And let's take a look at the sculptation of the warthog. This warthog is a very nice addition on the collection, and I believe the sculpt on that warthog looks nice. And I believe they put a great addition on the wild pig. But since then, warthogs are related to pigs, I think the sculptation is very nice. It looks pretty perfect, and I think most of the animals are very accurate to be the least. And I believe that warthog is a very good addition to the animal, and completely ugly to be the least. And now, the sculpt has away because the sculpt looks great. Let's talk about the pose. It is a standing pose, and I love how the warthogs stand out from the other species. But still, warthogs are among the animals that everyone's liked, but some did not because how hideous they are. But the details looks very nice addition on the warthog, like the leathery skin or whatever the reason, and its tusks were detailing very well, especially parts of the hair, which is, it pointed very good. It's combined with both rough a bit and smooth on the body, which, that's very nice for a pig, into my opinion. But, in the way it could, I believe that warthog is an animal to be the least on its time. And yes, most of it liked it. But I've seen them in zoos or whatever the reason, but only I found is wild boars in the wild, so, which means they might have released them from the zoos and start to roam free. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And let's talk about the color scheme. Like the regular warthog, I think the color scheme very perfectly fits on the pig. And I mean, that is one hell of a pumba, which it's sculpted very well on the literal body, especially the hoofs, which is very gray, and the bottom is also very good, and the underbody also brown, and especially that the tan yellow hair, especially that I am impressed with that. So it might be related to the artiodactylids, like most of species. And let's talk about the details. Oh, I mean the head. The head is almost a lot like a warthog, and which means warthogs actually has some pretty ugly faces, especially that curved tusks. Well, for a pig like that, this one is unusual because it lived throughout the Africa. There was also other prehistoric species like Mitridiochorus and some other animals, And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I believe that Warthog is a perfect examination of pig of Africa. Well, most of other pigs live in Africa, but some have some different situations. But still, a regular animal nonetheless. And let's take a look at the rule and let's give this Warthog a measure. In terms from a length from the tip of the tail to the tip of the snout, we're looking at about 3 inches, and which is only at about, as we can see, it is only around as we close into the 8.5 centimeters, and at the top of the ear, we're looking at about, as we can see, we're only closing into the 2 inches, or 2.5 inches, or 6 centimeters in the size. Now, let's bring up another pig, and for comparison, here is with the Papo 2009 Wild Boar. I think these two pigs look alike, and they're related to each other, but there are some major differences. While the Wild Boar is hairy and more pig-like and less ugly than it was, while the Warthog is hairless, apart from the side of the hair mane, and has some curved tusks on the end of the snout, and it has some wart-like structures on its face. Make it look more ugly compared to its lesser cousin, which I'm gonna link the Wild Boar in the description box down below. And the rating, I'm gonna give this a freaking Warthog a 9 out of 10, which is a very nice addition on the animal, and to be fair, that is hell of a pig nonetheless. But some people may have reviewed it, but others not, but I'm okay with that. So if you know about this figure, let me know in the comments is what you think. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video. And leave a comments below, and I'll see you for another review about the Schleich knockoff Asiatic elephant. Goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.